Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday Groove Day. How are all of you? Hope you're doing good. So happy for this Friday. Bring this a little closer to me so I can see better uh, without me knocking everything over. All right, there we go. Hello. Good morning, Beck. I haven't seen you before. I'm so happy to see you in the chat this morning. Welcome. Good to see you. Hey, Katie Moonchild's World and the Wolf Girl Oracle. Hey, Dolly, how are you? Thank you for being here this morning. Grab your coffee, tea, whatever your drink delight is. It is Friday. Yay. Super, super happy. Oh my gosh. It's been a little bit of a rough week and unfortunately for me, it's not over. I have an event to do tomorrow, but you know what? It's all good. Everything's well. So I've been, the theme this week was joy and happiness. So I decided to wear my happy shirt. So yes, Dolly Fry, yay! Viviani, hello. How are you? So good to see you. Happy Friday. How have you been? We have the Morning Vibes mug this morning. And I am super excited to drink some coffee right now. And yeah, we're going to get a few sips of that in before we get started. Ziggy B, hello, happy Friday. Hope your Friday is good so far. I mean, we're just getting it started. And well, for those of you on the East Coast, you've already started a little bit into the day. And yeah, I hope everybody had a good week. Hey, Jane, how are you? You are finally home after 3 months. Wow. Well, welcome back home. Hope everything's good. Good morning, Arlene. How are you? Hey, Kay, Travel to Row. Good to see you. It's been a minute. Hope you're doing good. Hope all is well. Um, yeah, it was a long week, a little exhausting, but I think my biggest thing is learning how to work with and maneuver my energy, especially when I have things outside of the home that I have to go to and attend and do. And that seems lately, I don't know what it is, it really wipes my energy. So it takes me a few days to regroup. Anyone else feel that way too? Just to go do one, I won't say simple task because it wasn't a simple task. I had an event Wednesday night that I had to do, and it wasn't anything strenuous. It was just managing a booth and providing information. But I think the long drive out there, I had to rent a car and drive to the location, which was like about almost an hour and a half away. And then that drive back home, and you would have thought I ran a marathon. I was like so wiped out yesterday. It wasn't even funny. So I'm just trying to rest and regroup because I got to go and do another event tomorrow. Oh, God. Everyone's saying hi, hi, hi. I love it. Happy August 1st. We are officially in a new month. Can you believe it? I feel like this year is flying by, and thank God, because it's been a little bit of a rough one. For my own personal life as well as the world, right? It's just been crazy. So I'm hoping we can finish out the rest of the year a little bit more calm, but I think we're in for a few more surprises. So hold on to your seats. Yeah, exactly, Katie. Being around a lot of people, it can drain your energy. Yeah. It was a fun event though. They had a lot of music playing. So it was nice. It was almost like I was at a little mini concert, honestly. But man, I was tired. Still am a little bit. But I got good sleep last night. Oh, thank you. Grateful for that. Thank you, Katie. Yeah. My Think Happy Thoughts shirt. I thought it was appropriate for today. So I'm sure a lot of people know. Um, I love that. Jane said, let's not play who was the busiest game. Listen, I hear you. I know people got stuff going on. That's just kind of how it's been. Like everybody's been running and just things coming up. Life is life. And so, yeah, we're not going to play that game. Don't worry. Hey, Amy, good morning. Good to see you. Happy Friday to you. So, as you all know, or if you don't know, we have entered the Lionsgate portal. The portal opened up on July 28th, and then it's at its peak on August 8th. So, between now and then, this is a great time to start doing, really going deep into meditation, getting a lot of manifesting. I can talk. Manifestation videos or guided meditations are great for right now to help you get aligned. And I just want to go over, I saw this video. It was a really good, informative video about some of the things that you may be experiencing leading up to the 8th. So if you're feeling kind of wonky, don't worry about it. Your body's probably going through this recalibrating phase. So these are some of the things, 8 things that they said that you will probably be experiencing between now and the 8th. You may feel time speeding up. It's like this cosmic thing happening where the veil is thinning and you'll probably start seeing a lot more synchronicities. There may be some relationship shifts. The relationships will either deepen or dissolve. Spirit wants to make sure that you are aligned properly with relationships. You may feel an emotional purge where you may find yourself cry for no reason or just feeling overwhelmed. So be mindful of that. Get a lot of rest. Take care of yourself. You may have some more vivid dreams. The subconscious is rewiring. Some of these, it may feel intense, or you may feel that you're not sleeping at all. You may have some bursts of energy, which will bring on some fatigue. This is just the adjustment to some higher frequencies that you'll be experiencing. You may start getting a lot of downloads. That's another one. You may feel disconnection from the 3D world. Material things don't feel they begin to feel more meaningless. You're pulled towards your soul's truth. So you'll definitely start feeling this shift. I know I've been feeling a lot of that even before the portal even opened. I just like things that I used to be like, oh yeah, I want this or that. I'm just like, I'm good. I don't need that. I'm not all about the fancy this or that, or I need this or that. Like, just give me the basics to get through life. Excuse me. The only thing I like a little bit, which I can get into, is when I travel. I love to travel. And it's just, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I got into being a travel agent, so that I can, side thing, because I just love it. I love doing it for others and seeing others get happy and seeing the world. So that's my only little big kind of thing that I'm into. And then the last thing is magnetic manifestation. Be mindful of what you say, because you might be manifesting that. So, for instance, I know one of the things that I constantly say all the time is how tired I am. And I don't want to manifest lower energy or feeling exhausted or tired. So, I got to be mindful of that and make sure that I'm not saying that, because that's actually what I'm manifesting. So, those are just some tips, some things to be mindful of, and keep an eye out on yourself. Be kind to yourself, be good as you go through these stages. And yeah, let me see. Dolly says, I slept from midnight till 4 a.m. and then woke up because I heard a weird noise. Turned out I forgot to close my bird's cage and he was knocking. That is awesome. Like, hello. Oh my goodness. He was like all night long party. Oh, okay. So Jane is going to do a show on 8/8 with just the strength card from several decks. So be sure to check that out. And I think 8/8 falls on Friday. So yeah, I'll think about what I'm going to do here on Coffee Chat for you guys on the 8th. Yep, it's happening this week. Um, Katie says the Lionsgate peak will be powerful because it's also a new moon. Look at that. And I believe it's a super blue moon, if I'm not mistaken. So it will be intense. Yes. Last week, I was not into food at all. The heat plays a part, but even today, food doesn't sound. Katie, I am going through the same thing. I don't know what it is. It's been a few weeks now. Um, Not that this is the way I want to lose weight per se, but I'm not complaining. I lost like 10 pounds because I have not been able to eat. I literally have to force myself to eat. And so it's kind of nice to hear somebody else's experience. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the energies. I think it's a combination, honestly, because as you all know, I'm still grieving the loss of my friend. So there's that. There's menopause, right? So I'm experiencing menopause. Um, so I don't know what it is. But it's crazy. It's weird. I got really excited last night because I actually got a little craving. So I was able to eat a meal, and I haven't been able to eat meals. It's been weird. It's been really, really weird. Anybody else experiencing that other than myself and Katie? Yes, Katie says, watch your thoughts. I took the train across country 3 times in 3 months. Whew, that is a lot. That is a lot. Oh, yeah. Don't say you're broke. Yeah. Because the universe is like reading that. Oh, this person believes they're broke. Let's send them more of that. Oh, no. You caught COVID. Yucky. No, no. Oh, no, Jane. Are you hope you're feeling better now? Oh, happy 4th anniversary, Katie. Sending you big love. That's awesome. I have no idea what anniversary is for me. Hi, Kelly. Yay. Kelly made it. Yay. Happy Friday. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you really want to be careful of what you say and how you say things, because that is definitely what you're going to get more of. And I try my best to be conscious of that. We all slip, we have our moments, and that's okay. But just regroup and get into the habit of saying things like I stopped saying. I used to say all the time, "Oh, this is so hard," and "This is hard," um, and I just said, you know what? It's a challenge, because what are challenges? Challenges are things that you can overcome, right? But when we look at things being hard, that indicates like you can't get past it. So words are very tricky, very, very tricky. So make sure you really do pay attention to that. Okay, let us dive in and see what messages we have for today. I'm going to, I don't know what it is this morning, but I'm struggling with a little bit with trying to see. So instead of fighting it, I'm wearing my glasses. Yes, we have awakening. I want a hug. Yes, absolutely. Group hug, everyone. Come on, get up to your screen. Hugs. Hugs. Oh, that was great. Thank you, Kelly. Oh my gosh, I needed that so much. Yes, yes. We love hugs. Now, do you all know the appropriate way to hug? Usually, people, when they go in for a hug, they hug this way. but you should be hugging this way, heart to heart. That is the proper way to hug, connecting the hearts together. So make note of how you give your hugs, and just teach people. When they come in to you this way, just say, no, turn this way, and we're going to hug heart to heart. It's magical. Yes, you're welcome. Hug a deaf person. I will hug anyone. Deaf people do a full body hug. I love that. I love that. Yes, lean to your right when you hug. We have authenticity. Oh, I fell out here. And courage. So let me write those down. Awakening. Actually, I need to do it here. Why, hello, Amanda Carroll. Welcome. Happy Friday. That is a new name. Thank you for joining us this morning. I hope you are doing good. I'm just writing down our words that we're going to see what messages come through for. We have awakening, authenticity, and courage. Okay. And, no. Come on, Sonia. We're going to add that. Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. Took me a minute, but I got it. Okay. Let's see. These cards were yelling at me before I could even get to them, so. Amanda says, listening at work, making snacks for the kiddos. All right. I like that. Jane says, it takes courage to awaken your authentic self and courage to show it to the world. Beautiful. Absolutely. So the first card we have is loving from the inside. Oh, and I got exactly 2 cards here. We have surrendering, and we have grace. Okay. So awakening, right? We have so many different things going on with the energies right now, and everyone's having like these different awakenings. Each person, some are similar, some are different. But the loving from the inside is a blessing to give myself the gift of my own presence. So especially during this time period, you may notice changes going on within yourself and not creating that resistance, right? Because it feels weird. I've been going through a lot of weird internal things, experiencing some anxiety and just these shifts, these internal shifts, right? But doing my best not to fight it, to surrender. It's important for us to allow these calibrations, if you will, that to take place. And surrendering says, I honor the truth in surrender as it opens me to gifts of divine grace. So allowing these shifts to come, we're just shaping more into becoming our authentic selves and embracing that. Don't hide it. Don't dim your light or stay hidden, right? This is a time to really embrace it and to step into who you truly are, having that courage to be able to do that and doing it with grace, right? Just allowing things to flow. And grace says, when I open to the deep source of grace, the flow of my life feels effortless and vibrant. So when you create that resistance, you're not opening yourself up to the flow. There's the analogy, it's an analogy of when trying to the stream of life, right? You're going upstream, but you're battling and you're trying to paddle, but you're going against the current. So when you decide to let go of the oars and just let life carry you, you flow nice and easy downstream. So Spirit here start saying, don't create that resistance. Allow yourself to be more in flow. All right, so that is that message. Katie said, I just decided to stay open, learning a little exercise to raise my frequency through visualization, and it works. Visualization is a great technique. Dolly says, Katie and I were just talking about now allowing others to dim our lights. The only way that it happens if we let it happen. Exactly. Most of the time, people don't even know they are doing it. So true. It's so true. Life is not supposed to be a constant struggle. Learning events, yes, but the rest of the time is whatever you want it to be. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see what other messages we get with these words. Excuse me. As I pull out these cards, look what's on the bottom. Transformation. Oh, okay, this was, well, 5 cards fell out. I'm going for it here. So we have freedom, openness, success, action, and stillness. Great cards. Okay. Awakening, with the word awakening, freedom, right? Having freedom in that space. Every time we have a moment where we can awaken, there is a freedom in that. So it's allowing ourselves to be open to it, being open to the freedom. Again, there's not that restrictiveness that we see here. It's allowing yourself to be open, allowing yourself to be authentic in who you are and how you do things, right? Having the success in that. So allowing yourself the authenticity in your success. They're saying to me, like, you don't want to create this fabrication of what you think success is. Success can be something that's not necessarily has to be on such a large scale. There's success in so many different levels. So not downplaying your success and allowing yourself to be authentic with it, like just really be in gratitude for whatever level that success is. And taking more action, right? Having the courage to take action towards your goals, your desires, to things that you want to manifest in your life. But along with, and here's the balance here, right? We have the action, but then we also have stillness. And this stillness is here to remind us that we do have to take that time to the balance, to allow ourselves to rest, to be able to take that time to go internal, they're saying, to be, what's the word? What are they saying? I don't know the word that they're saying, but they're saying to be at peace, like to have those moments of peace, whether that's through meditation, being part of nature, and to be able to do both, right? Take action when it's needed, but also to take that time to have the stillness when you need that. So great message. That's that message there. I love this deck too, Katie. It's a great deck. The images are very beautiful images. Okay, I'm going to do one more message with these words, and then we'll see what other words we get. Dolly says, Spirit sometimes uses big words, and I am like 5 letters max. Spirit. There you go. We have forgive. Oops. Okay. There's my third card. Look at that. Release control. There we go. This whole of not having that resistance and work through your feelings. All right. Beautiful. So through these awakenings, people are having, the biggest things that people sometimes overlook, and it's really important, is to bring in forgiveness into your practice, whether this forgiveness is for someone else or forgiveness for yourself. This is the full moon in Pisces, right? For forgive. And forgiveness is so powerful. It is so powerful. And when you hold on to it and decide like you just want to be angry at someone, or you're not allowing yourself to move forward, forgiveness ultimately is for yourself. And I know a lot of you have heard me say this many, many times. And it truly is a gift to be able to step into that space and to forgive someone that may have caused harm or said something, or whatever the case is. You don't forget, right? I want to make that super clear. You don't forget. And sometimes you may need to decide whether that individual needs to be a part of your life anymore. That's your decision, and that's perfectly fine. However, when you don't forgive, you're just carrying that weight. Most likely that person's going on about their business, living their life, having a great time, but you're carrying all that anger, the frustration, the whatever it is that you're going, you're feeling, you're carrying it. So the gift is to be able to release it. And you don't necessarily have to tell that person face to face, that you forgive them. There's all different types of methods and ways. You can do a ceremonial type of thing. You can write a letter, with the forgiveness. The important thing is for you to release it. And then the other thing that we really overlook is when we don't forgive ourselves. We can be our harshest critics at times. And it's important for us, if we get mad at ourselves about something, when you do something, you're just like, oh, that was so stupid. I can't believe I did that. And da-da-da-da. And you just kind of like hammering yourself and like beating yourself up. And just stop. Don't do that. Allow yourself some grace. It's like, okay, I made a mistake. I forgive myself. I understand what I did, and now I've learned a lesson so that I don't move on and continue repeating the same thing over and over again. So giving yourself some grace there, being authentic in your and how you are with yourself, how you are towards others. Again, we have the releasing control. It's important to release and allow yourself to be more in that flow. The more constraints that you put around things, it tightens up, and you're just, again, this is more the weight. So now you're carrying the weight of not forgiving people. You're carrying this weight of being constricted because you're just like, no, I'm not going to allow this or do this or that or whatever it is. And you're just like this really tight ball. So allow yourself to just release, unwind, right? The only thing that we have control over is ourselves. We don't have control over others or circumstances, but we can control how we react to things. We can control how we decide if we want to be a part of something or not. This year, I'm all about protecting my peace. Seriously, because there is just a lot happening. And having the courage to be able to do that for yourself. It's important to set up those boundaries. It's important to work through your feelings, having the courage to work through your feelings. And it's a lot, especially when you're dealing with grief. Oh my gosh. These past few months with dealing with grief has been intense. I have good days and then I have not so good days, but I'm just allowing whatever comes up for me to come up and not judge it, not be like, oh my gosh, this again. It's just there. It's just there. And so I allow my feelings to be present. I open up to it. I let the tears flow if they need to flow. And it's like I'm not creating any type of resistance. I'm allowing myself to be in flow. So this is the important message for that. Kay says, forgiveness, yes, so wonderful. I look at it as forgiving ourselves for judging others and for judging ourselves. Absolutely. And anger is like a chain. Letting go is such a freeing release, isn't it? It's wonderful. Dolly says, forgiveness is empowering when you release that guilt, shame, rage, all the emotions that are anchored in the past. It is so freeing. Yes, kind of like that card that we got in the last reading, right? The birds, the freedom, just allowing yourself to be free. Lack of forgiveness leads to indifference. Yes. So pay attention, especially during this time, that you allow yourself to, or ask yourself rather, who do I need to forgive? Got a beautiful moon coming up. Is it a new moon or full moon? I think it's a full moon. Yeah, we just had the new moon. So this is the super moon. So this is all about releasing, allowing yourself to and start now. Like you don't have to wait for the moon. Start now with that releasing. Oh, good, Kay. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Jean says, my sister's husband died while we were in California. Oh, gosh. He was home alone. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry, Jane. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, it's same with my friend. She lived by herself, and unfortunately, her brother had to come and find her. So yeah, it's a horrible thing. It is very eye-opening, let me tell you. It is very eye-opening. I think one of the things that we do know, especially, all of us light workers here, is that, we know that our loved ones are not forever gone. I had that hour and a half drive back from my event Wednesday night, and I took it as an opportunity. I spent a good 10, 15 minutes talking to my friend. And I was just sharing with her everything that was going on in my life and how much I missed her. And it just really was a beautiful. Now, I'm going to share something with you guys because I don't know if I told the story, but I know I didn't show it. So it's just crazy how things work out and how, spirit will make things happen. So when she was alive, she would tell me all the time, hey, I got this gift for you, but she was not able to get out to mail it or whatever. So she had recruited one of her friends to send me this gift. Mind you, now this was like a couple of years ago. I never got the gift. I didn't pressure her, like, oh, you said you were going to send some, honestly, I forgot about it. So after her death, her friend said to me, she called, she reached out to me and she said, I have this gift for you from Janice. That's my friend's name. And she said, I'm going to send it to you. Now, mind you, my friend and I, we were jokesters. We like to tease each other and do funny things. And so like a couple years ago when she was able to get out a little bit, we had went to the store. It was at Target, and they had this aisle that had like this Gas X or something on it. And it said gassy and crusty. I don't know why you would have a sign that would say something like that. So I made this face like, this gassy face, like, She thought it was the most hilarious thing. So I got the gift last week. Hold on. I got to show you this. This is just her personality and how funny this is. Um, Hold on one second. All right, you ready for this? So I finally get this gift, and it's a blanket of me by the sign. She had it blown up from the picture. And then at the bottom, it says, always gassy. I sent her friend, I said, I don't know whether to cry because I'm so happy and this is so funny and to receive this, or cry because I miss her so much and I can't call her to say, like, I don't believe you. So anyhow, I was talking to her in the car about the blanket and how hilarious it was, and she's always getting one over on me. Isn't that hilarious? I mean, it is just. So I snuggle up, and it's the perfect like little summer blanket because it's not too heavy. Because I have another blanket that's thicker, that's my favorite. But so this is my new favorite blanket. So I just wanted to share that with you all. So my point is just that our loved ones are always there, and to reach out, and Jane, for your sister, to let her know that of course she has to go through her own process, but that hubby will be there for her. And yeah, it's just, death is not easy when we lose someone that we love close to us, but this helps keep me very happy. So thank you for letting me share that with you all. All right, let's pick 3 new words. Yes, no big decisions right now. It's too much, way too much. Everything's going to be mostly emotional driven. Gosh, whew, I think I need some more coffee. That's what that is. Right, Katie, she is. She always is. And for those of you that don't know, she actually died on my birthday. And which I took as, she was like, oh, I'm making sure that you're going to remember me. So as I get to celebrate my birthday, I get to celebrate the memory of her as well. Another thing that she did, she used to always send me all these videos. And for those of you that already heard this, my apologies, but I wrote her once. I was like, honey, I love you, but I can't sit here and watch all these videos. And especially she loved sending me funny chicken videos. So the night that she passed, I started going through, because I couldn't sleep, and started watching the videos. And it was my birthday, right, that she passed. So one of the videos, the chicken videos, they're dancing, and they're dancing to Go Shorty, it's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. And I went, unbelievable. You always have to get the last laugh, girl. So that was a really special moment too. So yeah, she showed up a couple. She showed up. I have this big screen computer, and there is my screensaver is of the redwoods. So during the day, I've never seen it at different times, but it just shows like a little bit of fog on the ground and the trees. I don't know, I think it was like 3 or 4 in the morning or something. All of a sudden my monitor lights up, and I'm like, what the heck? And then I get up and I go to turn it off, and you literally see these beams of light shining through the trees coming down. And it's like, boom, I got a hit. And I just went, hi, Janice. And I was like, wow. It was just so like boom, boom, like instantly I knew it was her. So yeah, and I know she's going to show up in other ways. It's really special. Right, Kay? That's exactly what it's like. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I told her. I was like, I don't know whether to like laugh or cry right now. Like it's a combination of both. And Katie says she is here now, and I don't doubt that she is. So, hello, my beautiful friend. I love you. All right. Yeah, we were friends for over 30 years. I don't know the exact number, but definitely over 30 years. Look at that awareness. Yes, being very aware. All right. And then we also got detoxify and acceptance. So those are our 3 new words. I'm writing them down. Awareness, detoxify, and acceptance. Okay. Fatima, hello. Happy Friday to you. Good to see you. Jane said, John hung out with me for about a week. He put himself in a row of angels, like someone hiding their dogs and stuffed animals. I laughed at him. So sweet. Oh. All right. So awareness, detoxify, and acceptance. Hey, Seascape. Wait, what? I must have been feeling you, Sonia, when I came in. I started feeling sad and started crying. Lately, I've been picking up on people's feelings. Oh, yeah, we were just talking about grief. So that's what you were feeling, absolutely. And Jane lost her brother in love. So that's what you were feeling, my dear. Oh, well, I encourage you to shake that energy off because it's not yours. If you have some sage, burn some sage. We have to be mindful. Everybody's, taking up a lot of energies with everything happening. So it's important for you to allow yourself to cleanse. Yeah, hope you feel good. Just shake it off, sweetie. Shake it off. Uh-oh. 4 cards literally just fell out. So, okay. We have light. We have friendship. We had truth. And memories. Memories, like the corners of my mind. Yeah, it's a challenge to decipher what's yours and what isn't yours. So it's really important. I always clear my energy before coming on doing a live, and then I clear afterwards to make sure that I'm not taking on any energy, anyone else's energy. So it's very, very important to cleanse yourself. And if you're out, if you don't have like sage or Palo Santo or whatever, there's just, you can just kind of do this, shake, or just kind of wipe yourself, the back, your front, wipe down, wipe down. Another technique is, I like to call it like the circle of fire or the circle of power, whichever way you're using this circle. But for clearing, just imagine like a circle on the ground. You can walk in and imagine the fire is burning any energetic tides or cords to you, and allow it to burn that as well. So there's a lot of different techniques that you can do, but it's really important that you do clear your energy. I know someone that is a facilitator and was doing a lot of work, and my guides told me to share with them that they need to clear their energy. And I asked him, I was like, do you clear your energy after you work with people and stuff? And he said, no, that he wasn't. And I said, okay, well, that's the pressure that you've been feeling. And it's important. You have to clear your energy. So especially if you go out and you come back in, being out around, there's so people, as we were saying earlier, everyone's going through something. Life is lifing. So you don't want to carry that all back into your home when you're out. So it's really important when you get home to make sure you clear your energy as well. Okay. I do it at when I go to, I have like a sage spray because you can't burn it in hotels. But when I go to hotels and stuff, you don't know who stayed in that room. You don't know what's going on with people. So I clear the room. I make sure that I clear the room as well. Now, Katie's got her Palo Santo going. Oh, there you go. Jane got holy water at San Juan Capistrano. I love San Juan Capistrano. Such a cool space, place to be. You know what? That's a good. I never even thought about that. It's been a minute since I've been there. You just gave me an idea, Jane. I might take the train down there. That's how I discovered it. I was on the train going down to San Diego to visit a friend years ago. And we stopped in San Juan Capistrano, and I was looking out the window and I was like, well, what cute little place is this? And I ended up going back to visit. So yeah. Yep. And Seascape says that you can make holy water. Oh yeah, I do. I take the train. I love that train ride. Okay. Awareness, right? Being aware of your light. Let your light shine. It's important for you not to just be small. Spirit said, stop hiding. Stop hiding. And it's not that you need to shine your light to prove anything to anybody else. It's just about you being authentically you and allowing yourself to be free. And I'm not talking about getting on a podium to be like, this is me, I'm letting my light shine. This is all about you being able to speak your truth, to be, I find myself sometimes shrinking a little bit when I'm around some of my family members because they're religious. And so I find myself shrinking a little bit. And I'm like, we just have to understand that I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, but I do take some of my religious beliefs and the way I grew up, and that is implemented in my life today. But I think differently, I believe differently, and so why do I need to shrink to make somebody else feel comfortable? So it's important for us to allow ourselves to let our light shine, to detoxify, to release anything that's not serving us, allowing ourselves okay, they're telling me here with this friendship, it's like some of you need to detoxify some of your friendships. So it's important for you to be able to be in those circles of people that are there to support you. And it's not easy. I know I let go of some friendships, and some of them are still trying to come back. But I'm not that kind of person that's be like, leave me alone. I don't want to be your friend anymore. I would never do that. So it's a challenge to kind of distance, right? Even though I don't get on the phone or anything with them, I don't go out or anything like that, but they'll send me messages and things. Sometimes I may or may not. Most of the time I do not acknowledge. So it is a process. It is a process, but you want to make sure that you have the right people in your circle, standing in your truth of who you are and what it is that you want to create for yourself, right? And accepting that the fact that, there may be some shifts and some changes that you need to do. Okay. And you'll always have the memories of these friendships. You can cherish those memories, but it doesn't necessarily mean you need to hold on to them. So that is that message. Dolly says, when people ask me what my religion is, I just say yes. That's hysterical. I love it. The train rides are really nice. Amy says, I purchased a sage smudge spray with crystals inside it. It's awesome. Ooh, I like the idea of crystals being in it. What kind of crystals? That is cool. I would love to get some with some black tourmaline in it. Ooh. You know what? Maybe I need to make my own. I think I need to. I like that. Dolly says, I mix little pieces of every spiritual path I have been on and have made up in my own truth. There it is, right there. Yes. There's a lot of different practices and religions that there are things that resonate with me. So I take that. Yeah, that's pretty much what I say too, Seascape. Yeah. Jane went to a Buddhist temple. I ran into my son's preschool teacher. How cool is that? That is super cool. Ooh, Kelly's growing sage. I need to figure out how to do that. That's cool, Kelly. I like that. That makes sense, right? Grow your own sage. We need to start growing everything, our own everything. I say I was raised not to talk about religion. Yeah, ex-Catholic, you keep what makes sense to you. Same thing. I'm an ex-Baptist and I keep what resonates with me. Okay. Let's see what else we get with these words. Oh my gosh, where did the time go? All right, one more on this and I got to give you your... Wow, that went by super fast. I was having such a great time with you all. Oh. We have failure. These cards are sticky. They feel sticky. We have envy. And grief. There you go. Okay, failure says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. We talked about this earlier. So we forgive ourselves of our mistakes, right? Being aware of the lessons that we gain from things when we have failures in our life. We take that information and we allow ourselves to learn from it so that we can be able to detoxify, right? To release all the feelings that we have about that through forgiveness, through releasing and understanding that there was a lesson here. We also want to let go of envy, right? I am the same as everybody, but with difficult challenges. Sometimes we always think that the grass is greener on the other side, but you know what? Everybody has their stuff, everyone. So let go of envy. We can admire others, we can praise others and be happy for them, right? We want to learn how to be happy for others, not to be envious. And you can learn from others, right? You learn from other people. Again, you think sometimes, just sometimes people think that others have this grand life and like, wow, they get to do this and they get to experience these things and I don't get to do this. And you don't know what's happening behind closed doors. So, and what they have going on may be something that you don't want. So be careful what you wish for. Just be happy for others. Be happy for others. And, when you're experiencing grief, accept it. Don't fight it. Grief says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Appreciate, accept. It's okay. It's okay. And allow the feelings to surface and to move through it. And don't beat yourself up like this is taking forever. It's going to take as long as it needs to. So allow yourself to be in that flow. All will be well. All right. So that is that message. All right. I am going to give you your message for the weekend. Hey, Amanda Carroll. Welcome, welcome. We're about to give you the message for the weekend so I can send all you beautiful souls off to enjoy your weekend. And I feel like doing, let's see what goddess comes forth for us today. No, that's the wrong box cards. Here they are. Actually, they're telling me something else. Hold on. Let me see if this is the deck that's coming up in my head. All right, I'm gonna give you one of these, but I still want to read. They're telling me to read one of these, but I want to check on a goddess card too. Ziggy B says, if you focus on keeping your own grass watered, you don't know what someone else's water. You don't know that someone else's water is green. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ron, hello. Happy Friday to you, big bro. It's so good to see you. How have you been? Hope all is well. Oh, there's one sticking out right there. There we go. My fearless freedom lights up at the world. Let your light shine. Let it shine. And be free. No constraints. Allow yourself to be free. Beautiful message there. I love that. And I just quickly want to read a goddess card. You've been busy. I hear you. I think everyone has. It's just kind of been like that. Well, I hope all is good with you. Our goddess would like to come forth and give us a message for the weekend. Oh, there we go. Wow. We have, I'm gonna look, I like that this book tells you how to pronounce names. Where is it? Curridwin, death and rebirth. And look at the phases of the moon there. I love that. Where is the message? Okay. Curridwin's appearance in your life heralds a time of death and rebirth. Something is dying and needs to be let go of. Something new can be born. And this is like a great Lionsgate portal message. We know the earth's dance of death and rebirth as the seasons. Matter cannot be created or destroyed, but undergoes transformation. So do we. To live fully and in wholeness, we need to accept life in all that it is, which includes death and rebirth. Let go of what does not serve you and your wholeness. Perhaps you reach the end of a cycle, a relationship, a job, and you fear letting go, or feel that you are dying when only a piece of you needs to give way to the new. Perhaps the idea that there is death and only death is too painful for you to accept. Living in a patriarchal culture has developed the goddess way of death and rebirth. Wholeness is nurtured when we become conscious that every step on the path of life is also a step toward death and rebirth. Wholeness is achieved when we can say yes and do our dance with death and rebirth. Curridwin says, you will always get back what you give to me. It will be changed. It will be transformed, but you will get it back. Beautiful and appropriate message. I love it. Thank you all so much for being here with me this morning. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday and have a beautiful weekend. Be safe. And I will see you next Friday for the peak of the Lionsgate. All right? Be well.